Thank you. It is a pleasure to be here today. This is my very first trip in my life, and I won't tell you how old I am, that I have ever been. I've really been looking forward to today, and I'm hoping that I can share with you some stories, thoughts, ideas, and maybe enlighten you with some of my philosophies. I don't know, I stand up here and I think, gosh, did I really introduce myself to all of you? Because, ladies and gentlemen, I need to set the record straight. I am not Julia Roberts. So, good day. It is a pleasure to meet you. I am Erin Brockovich, the person, not the movie. And I can't believe that it's been 9 years since the release of the film Erin Brockovich. I will never forget the night of the movie premiere, walking down the red carpet and flash bulbs going off and cameras everywhere and people screaming out my name. And I thought it was the most surreal event of my life. And as I was standing there kind of like, you know, a deer stuck in the headlights, the reporter came up, took me by my arm, and he said, "So how does it feel to have your name up in lights?" And I really didn't know. And I said, "Ask me in 10 years and maybe I'll have figured it all out." And looking back, it has been a really wild ride. And it's been a journey filled with many steps and different choices. It was a story that was a little bit of a fish out of water. It was part Don Quixote fighting the windmills. It was a story about justice. It was about the little guy winning the battle of David and Goliath. Some people saw it as a love story. But the great thing about the film is also the great thing about life. It's all of the above. Is this bottled water? Yes. Yeah? Okay. I have to laugh. After the movie came out, everyone gave me bottled water. I'm like, I don't know. I get some of that tap water. I can start figuring things out. So anyway, what can I say about the attorney, Ed Masry, that the film didn't already tell you? Well, for one thing, this guy was funnier than anything I could ever explain to you. In fact, he was hysterical. And he and I shared more stories and more fun. And I'll just give you one of them today. Ed would love to have conversations with me, and he would always engage in a game of what he called what if. Now that can be very risky with Ed Masry. If he says, what if? I would have to tell you, I don't know that I would go there, but I'd always jump in and play with him. So he says to me, what if they make this movie, Erin? Who do you think should play you? And I'm like, oh, for God's sakes. I go, okay, Ed, what if they make the movie? Well, I don't know, maybe somebody fun, like Goldie Hawn, because I'm a lot more fun than people realize. And Ed said, no, I was thinking more along the lines of Roseanne Barr. Yeah. Yes, he did say that to me. And we both laughed, as you did. And Ed said, all kidding aside, Erin. Now, this is a true story. He says, I don't care who plays you as long as it's not Julia Roberts. Oh, my gosh. When I got the phone call, and again, I remember this day very well, and they said, well, we've cast the part. I mean, I was actually really nervous. And I said, oh, my God. I go, who is it? They said, it's Julia Roberts. I was like, oh, my God. I could not call Ed fast enough. I got him on the phone. I said, Ed, they've cast the part. And he's like, oh my God, who is it? And I was like, neener, neener, neener. He's like, oh no. But anyway, he was ultimately pleased with her performance. She did a great job. And much to Ed's disappointment, they didn't cast Tom Cruise to play him. So I share all of this with you because as a result of that now famous film, many people feel that they know me. But there is really much more to me than just the film. There is more to my life than the 2 hours you spent watching it. And in order for me to show you the 2 hours of the film, I've spent about 35 years of living. And it hasn't been all fun and games or Academy Awards. Most of my life, I was known as the classic underachiever. I was the underdog. In high school, I was actually voted the girl least likely to succeed. Oh, I know. And I used to believe that myself. And it took me a very long, long time to realize that what others imposed on me is what I have come to understand today as their limitations. That was their choice to see me as a loser, but it didn't have to be my choice. I'm here today to remind you, don't get stuck, don't be frozen. Keep moving, keep trying. I really hope that when I leave here today, some of my words, some of my ideas, and some of those passions will remain behind for you. And I hope that some of my words will help you in making the right choices and different choices in your own life. I really hope that you can find a path of freedom for yourself by using the compass of choice. I hope that every single day you have the clarity of vision to see where the road diverges and to find the courage in yourself to take the road less traveled by, and that someday you will be able to look at the path that you have forged and that you will begin to realize through the power of your decisions and your choices. You can take yourself on a path, a good path, a different path, and that each of you as an individual can make a difference, not only in your own home, in your own lives, in your own place of business, but that you can make a difference and you will leave a mark on this world. So it has been a pleasure for me to be here today, and I wish you the best of luck on your life's journey, and never forget, you will make it to tomorrow. So thank you very, very much.